guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin cosplay, and today we are back against guys with The Lost Kingdom, episode 8 of season 3.
So last episode, Aethelwald lost an eye.
Yeah, he became Odin.
Literally, it's the same eye. It's funny. Well, it's probably not a coincidence, but still.
Yeah.
He came back to Winchester, he tried to make his plea to Alfred. He almost got it too, because like he was saying everything they wanted to hear in this room. Like
they're eaten, they don't know what, they're evil.
They're different and we hate them, they're monsters.
They are.
Yeah, stuff like that. And he played with Alfred's fear of the future, and you know, he was just perfect in that room, and he had a big smile on his face when Alfred was talking about mercy and forgiveness.
But then Alfred said that all of the above you threatened. So you're gonna be punished for that.
Yeah, so he's not dead, like he didn't kill him, but he took his eyes. So there you go. We're a bit afraid of how that's gonna affect him, how angry he's gonna be after this.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna find wisdom.
No.
After that.
And he's already started, by the way.
Strong grudge.
He's already started, by the way, playing with the people around that are gonna be important for Edward later. So. Yeah, he's gotten good at this, but we both think that they should have killed him last episode because of that.
There's gonna be a problem.
Aside from that, we were right about Sihtric. He is on our side. He had a plan with Uhtred, and he got them information about where Skade was, and now we have Skade. So that's cool. And that was after, you know, manipulating the entire camp, making sure Canute wasn't gonna be there, and Bloodhair wasn't there because he got manipulated by Skade into, you know, him and Heston. They wanted her both, and she played with that, and they ended up fighting each other, but she poisoned Bloodhair, so he was so woozy. Heston didn't kill him, but then he turned on Skade, and she killed Bloodhair. So that's one leader that we don't have to think about.
To be honest, between Canute, Heston, and Bloodhair, I'm kind of glad that Bloodhair is taken care of right now because
between Bloodhair and Heston, I'd rather he died.
True.
Because we don't worry that much about Heston.
Unfortunately, no.
So yeah, we need to deal with the cousin and we need to deal with Heston and what's remaining of their army, and Brita is on Canute's case. She's still trying to figure out who killed Ragnar, so she kind of went to bed with him, but I'm pretty sure she has to do it in order to get close and get information, you know? So this is where we are. I say we just jump in this episode and see the repercussions of last time, and yeah, see where they lead us. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
Let's go!
The king is dying. And a child is about to take his place. What are your thoughts on the matter?
It is the purpose of the Witan to choose a king.
It is.
We've been here before.
Yet Alfred would have us refer to him as Edward Rex.
Men are saying that Lord Uhtred is now in Edward's debt.
Yeah. He's got strong allies.
Uhtred will reappear and swear an oath to the
We
Edwards.
must instruct other men to say otherwise. We cannot allow Edward's reputation to grow. Are we of the same mind or not?
It's like young Udda and Aethelwald all over again. Except Aethelwald is now in charge.
He grown up.
It does.
These are the facts of the matter. Uhtred blames Alfred for his banishment and for the loss of his land and wealth. Alfred is near death. Uhtred will therefore take his revenge upon Edward. Uhtred Ragnarsson, which is how he now wishes to be known, wants Wessex for the Danes. That is the news I mentioned.
Uhtred is always the pawn used by everyone for betrayal. Or for rumors and shit. Leave him alone.
Uhtred cannot be allowed
He's
to
an easy
ally
target.
himself to Edward.
I hope he allies himself with Edward just to fuck him up. Him up.
It is you and I. The people will not wish their fate to be in the hands of a smooth-faced child.
We must be ready.
We must be ready. And we must be ruthless.
I hate that he's doing this, and I hate that he's being good at this too. Because, like, the threat is real this time.
Well, you hate it, but in a sense, we do love a smart villain, right?
I'm not sure I would call him smart yet, but he's better.
Should you be here?
I came to see my children.
Do not react. Do not revolt.
True,
He
they're in
doesn't know?
Winchester.
Fine, but we're not at Cookham. They're at Winchester.
I forgot he didn't know.
Under the care of the crown. Good care.
Tell me they're not in the care of nuns and priests.
Uhtred, they are well and happy. I have seen it, and you have been absent.
If Alfred is not already dead, I will kill him.
That was done when you were fighting.
Have they been made Christian? Have they been baptized?
Will do them no harm.
He has no right.
He does have no right.
To me and to damn my wife.
It's not Alfred's decision. Well, he is king. Back in the day, it's his decision to do anything he wants. But
Gisela with her.
I would like to see my children at Winchester. Can you help?
Yes, I can help you.
you are not supposed to go there,
Bishop
though.
Birkenwald will tell of your visit here in Wessex. They'll be watching for you. You look thin.
I
You
love
should
her.
eat, my love.
Aww. I love her. She's been missing for so long.
Have the priests unload half of what they've taken? I must go back to Alfred, and you will be riding with them.
All the way to Winchester?
I will follow and find you.
What is Skade?
She stays with me.
Get rid of her.
Winchester.
And if Alfred decides to take me hostage?
You'll have you watched, nothing more. All you need to do is drink ale and find a woman.
Can do
Do
that.
that. We all need a good woman.
Good woman. Yeah, emphasis on the good. And say it often. Before he forgets. You've got Ethelfled now. Leave Skade.
Well, she's right there.
What is happening? Why is she not dead?
She has beauty in power, Osfrith. Over men who believe in their own reputation.
But she is evil. He has promised her death.
Pray for him. He'll need it.
Like I said, I feared that he was gonna fall for her tricks. Because, like, whether or not she can see an actual future, if she tells him he's gonna get power and stuff, he might get addicted to this. I hope he kills her.
Believe in me, Uhtred.
Not that I like murder, but this time, it's fine.
Like I believe in you.
You could drown her.
You're a king.
Yeah.
And you're my queen.
No. Let's just hope that it is just like with Citric.
He could be that he really wants to drown her. Oh, thank God. It has to work. It has to work because otherwise it's bad. So come on, keep her there.
It is a really, really harsh death though.
Well, it's the only way.
I know.
Ah. Skate is gone! Finally! Oh, I'm glad. I'm happy. I love that, you know, his character from the beginning of the show made us wonder if he would fall for this or not. Because before he would have.
Yeah.
But this is the best thing he could have done when it comes to this situation. Because she was too creepy, too strong, and she had too much power over him.
But he's not feeling good about it. It's the thing to kill someone because you're in battle, because it's your enemy and your warrior, but killing a woman like that,
Who you've manipulated into thinking, you know...
that you're in love with her.
You saw.
I did.
I'm not proud of what I've done.
But it was necessary, Lord.
Yeah.
She was of the devil, and you are free of her now.
That's how I see it
Why are
too.
you here?
Because you need a
Not leave,
friend.
Lord.
You need a
I
friend.
feared I could not rid myself of the curse.
I did.
They all love you and they trust you, but they all worried.
I stayed here for Lady Gisela. This is her hall, and there was no kinder, gentler lady.
You clearly did not know the Lady Gisela.
She was a fierce, gentle, and kind lady.
It is. We're closing the chapter on Gisela for good because it started with Skade, you know, cursing him and
True.
she dying.
Yeah.
May I say you appear a little better this morning?
That's not saying much.
The king has much to do today. We shall keep it brief. He has called you here to discuss the strength of Edward and Alfred.
Strength, lady.
Of the crown. Once Edward is king.
Assuming the Witten's approval, is that guaranteed?
If the present king may be allowed to speak.
He's not
He's
dead
not
yet.
dead, but they tend to forget that.
Uhtred,
Especially her.
A scoundrel, an outlaw.
a warrior.
He is an outlaw.
If the king may speak.
I'm still here.
Yeah, he doesn't have much time. He's making his play. Fuck off.
Uhtred is also a man of his word.
Thank
Man.
you.
Thank you.
Now it's time.
If once king decide to take him into his service, that would be no bad thing.
Lord, this is the man who held a knife to your throat.
Yeah, we're friends. He does that all the time.
Normal Tuesday night.
And for as long as I live, he will remain an outlaw. However, once I'm dead, and should he become Edward's oathman, I am advising you that his word will be kept.
I hear you, Lord. One point of clarification. Uhtred is an outlaw, or he is not an outlaw?
He is very much an outlaw.
He is.
If he were found today on Wessex soil, he would be
Shut
executed.
up.
Although Edward may take a different view once king.
Or he may not.
You will.
Above all else, Uhtred does what pleases Uhtred.
Why is she here?
Make no mistake, Edward will need the guidance of a warrior.
Yes. And honestly, they are way worse than Uthred.
The king is
A little better.
tired.
The king is not a child.
Yes. What is this episode? What's wrong with her?
It's because she's thinking that her husband is weak.
She's mothering him way too much and she's speaking out of terms.
The outlaw so highly, then why do you not pardon him?
If he wanted to, he would. So shut up. Like, that would be his decision, not yours. I'm back to hating her.
It is my body that is weak, not my mind.
I know that, Lord. I understand.
Why do you question me? Why do you doubt me?
I do not doubt you. I would not.
Edward will need a sword, a warrior at his side.
He has Steapa, who is God-fearing.
He will need Uhtred.
Have you seen his resume? Come on.
Stop it with this
Knows
one.
not only how to fight, but when to fight, because the fighting will continue.
Yes. If Alfred needed Uthred, Edward will need Uthred.
Peace. I do not pardon Uhtred, firstly because he would not accept, and secondly, it must be Edward's decision. And it will be your responsibility to guide him towards the correct decision.
Don't give her too much
In
ammo.
the meantime, we are agreed, should he set foot in Wessex, he will be executed.
They say that as he is preparing to set foot. Yeah, and he's actually already in Wessex.
Yeah.
It's dangerous if she starts believing that she can manipulate her son into...
That our decisions all are.
Yeah.
Do not get caught, please.
Yeah, hide the sword, hide everything. Brother!
If you object to me being here, then say it. Let me see your face.
Jorah.
For a second I thought it was Drapes. I was like, what the fuck?
Uhtred. Uhtred, it is so good to see you. But why are you here? They will kill you.
I came to see my children and to see you.
We need a bit of blood.
Kill you.
And I came to help Ragnar. To save Ragnar.
He's dead.
But he's trapped in the flame. Only your blood can save him now. A cup full, not all of it.
You had her worried.
You're bleeding.
No, I'm fine.
You're bleeding. That should be wrapped. Let me find something.
Bilka, do not say a word, please. Uhtred is here for good reason. I am giving Uhtred my blood to save Ragnar.
It is true.
It is paganism, is what it is. It is heathen, pagan, unchristian nonsense.
I do not understand.
No, I will not have it.
Bilka.
No.
It is wrong.
If there's a chance for Ragnar to find Valhalla, then I must offer that chance. I do not dismiss your God.
Because my God is God.
Ragnar is my blood. You will not dismiss what my people believe.
Exactly.
Am I not your people?
You are my husband.
It's her brother we're talking about. He believed in something else.
One is not worse than the other.
Very well. Continue bleeding into a bowl. I will wait outside. I do not care to witness this.
We're not asking for him to convert, but He should at least understand their beliefs are their beliefs. You don't agree, it's fine. I don't want Byoka or Thura to fucking suffer or
As I'm
be
allowing
hurt.
you to practice your
You went back in, right? Really
in my
fast.
home, I would ask a favor in return.
Ask.
I would like you to speak with Alfred, if I can arrange it safely.
What makes you think you would speak with me?
Because death is near and there are things unsaid.
As far as he's concerned, Alfred, you know, he's forgiven Uhtred a long time ago.
Today is about hope and stability, which is what Wessex needs. But the fear must be halted, dispatched.
Fear?
Yes, Lord. It exists in every man and woman.
He's worried about his wife, too.
My own wife has dug out a hiding hole in fear of her life. And Edward alone is not the answer. You know this yourself, Lord. Which is why you hope and pray, perhaps, that Uhtred will return.
So what if he's already here? Huh?
If that is the case, Lord, then your prayers have been answered. Is
Do
he
not say this out loud, please. Because the wife will not be
found and
happy.
executed? Or you can speak with him.
We need to talk. For real, you know? No pretense, no crown. Just talk. I would recognize him just by the beard.
By Spinchia.
The king will be with you soon enough.
Hopefully only the king, not
Hopefully.
the queen.
Hopefully no one else, yeah.
Everything that happened from season 1.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm trying to recognize the drawings and it's history, which is interesting because it's what the show is inspired by. Yeah, I saw him right away, but it's what the show is inspired by.
Yeah.
Those writings. He looks like a ghost. It's, the music is beautiful.
This was ominous.
The music was beautiful, but like he didn't move. He just looked really pale. It turned into a horror story really fast.
But did you have a lot unsaid and a lot to settle before Alfred's death?
It sounds like he's about to die. So this is the
I
last.
told you at
Yeah.
end of season 3.
It's gonna be like it's almost like a last time we speak kind of thing, and like he's looking at their like I'm guessing it's their history. I did not recognize the
The events,
drawings, but I mean it's inspired by the writings, the books and stuff that were left from this period and stuff. So I'm guessing this is what it is, and it's their history. It's what they've been through. Like if this is truly this and not just something else, this is what they've been through. This is what's between them, you know? And we always bring that up whenever we talk about these two. They let other shit come in between their two characters. Fears, beliefs, religions, other people, you know, saying some shit. They let all of that get in between them, and they forget that they fought together. Uhtred has taught him how to give a good speech, how to inspire confidence and respect, how to, you know, lead his men. Alfred has taught him, you know, how to think with his fucking head instead of his heart, you know? Like, they've taught each other so much. They've been through a lot.
At the end of it, I do believe that both of their goal is to live in a place with peace.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Alfred if he wants the Saxons and Danes to live cohesively together, well, with respect for both of their religion and their beliefs.
Alfred wants them to live together but he wants the Danes to convert.
Yeah. And Uhtred would prefer for the Saxons and Danes to live together, just minding their own business.
But there's one thing I did enjoy. Like Alfred was saying that, you know, it's stupid to imagine that the fighting will stop. Fighting will keep going, and that's one thing that he learned from Uhtred. Because Uhtred is usually the one saying you need to get ahead of the fighting. You need to, you know, attack first. Like, and he's always, you know, he was always considering debating, negotiating,
Peace,
talking.
negotiations,
Yeah, because he thought so much that his way was the only way, and that of course they would eventually see the truth, but that's not what's happening. And I think that him saying, you know, there's gonna be fighting, like there's no way Edward is not gonna have to fight when he becomes king. I think it's kind of proof that he opened his way of seeing things a little bit, and he's saying what Uhtred has been saying to him for so long.
Well, it is true that when you got enemies, you need to understand them, and if your enemies are Danes who do not want to negotiate with you, but wants to fight and wants to conquer, you need to try to think like them and be ahead of them, right?
There's that, and there's also the fact that, you know, your way, like, I will talk about this a little more later, maybe with what happened with Bioka and stuff, but your way is not the only way. You gotta understand that in order to live in a good world where there's, you know, no fighting at all, you gotta start understanding that you might not follow their beliefs, but it's fine if they don't follow yours either.
Well, yes, it's easier for us to think like that.
Yeah, I know.
But in those times, when you've been taught all of that the only good way is your own belief, like you believe in God or the gods.
I know, but it's a TV show.
Everything else beside that is the creation of the devil.
It has nothing to do with the time period, though. There are still people definitely that think like that.
I know, but
like the Uthred is, you know, sometimes has his moments where he's like, oh, the Danes are so much better, but technically he's already done this with his friends. You know, he's got Saxons, he's got Danes, he's got everything in his group.
He did say, Saxons, Danes, you're all my men, and I will die protecting you.
He and Hild are a good example of this. Like, she has her beliefs, and she respects that he doesn't share them, and they joke about this, you know? Like, they have an understanding. Like, this is good, and I know the rest of the world is not like that, and today it's still not like that, but yeah, those are the reasons why I think, you know, fighting was so prominent back in the day, of course. That and wealth and territory.
You know what? It does remind me of something that I read before. I think it was a Reddit post. And it was a father who heard a conversation with his daughter and her friend. And she was comforting her friend because she was sad. And she was saying things that, oh, God is watching you, and put your faith in God and something. And he asked her afterwards, why did you say that? Because you do not believe in God. And she told her father that I said that because that's what my friend believes. And that's what she needed to be happy. And when I feel sad and I need help, she told me other thing because she knows that I don't believe in God.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not wrong for other people to believe in other things.
No.
It's wrong to tell other people that your way of thinking, you know, your beliefs are the only way. And that's why I was a bit pissed about Bioka, you know, freaking out, because it's like he's a priest. For sure he's going to be really passionate about this. But this way of thinking is the reason why they've been going on and off with Uhtred all this time, why they keep fighting, because they can't understand that he's changed, he's following another path, another way of life, and it's okay. But still, I love that, you know, we saw a bit of growth this episode with Alfred, because it's about time he's gonna die. That and also accepting,
Yeah.
I need to finish this. That and also him admitting that there's going to be fighting once he's gone is also him accepting that he can't just do everything before he goes, you know? That's another thing that's been...
I think that maybe a part of it is because, like you said, Alfred is dying.
Yeah.
You know, when you're dying, sometimes things become clear in your mind, and you said, we need to be done with the bullshit.
He's known that he was dying for a while, though.
Yeah, but
and he just
he knows
panicked.
that his time is right behind the door right now.
He was panicking.
And
he was preparing everything. Honestly, he was doing the right thing, though. Like, he was making sure that Uhtred had a door to, you know, go back to for Edward.
After
and
his
he
death,
pushed his wife also. I really love how he stood up to her, because she was crossing some lines this episode.
He is still king.
Yep, it's insulting to his intelligence and his rank to speak over him and like, I know I'm not against a strong woman. I'm not against someone who speaks her mind. It's totally fine that that, you know, she knows what she believes in and stuff, and that she has her opinion. But I hate that just because he's ill and dying, she thinks it's okay
She-
to go against him in front of people right before the wedding too. Like the guy could decide, let's forget this thing. Like he still has power over what's gonna happen. Not that he will, because like his daughter is about to become queen, so that's cool for him. But still, you don't go against, like, you want your king to give off an aura of strength and respect.
You need to show a united front.
Yeah, you have to. You have something to say to him. Do that behind closed doors. Like I hated that in Game of Thrones as well when it happened.
Yeah.
You do not speak against your king if you want him to be strong and not be. If you believe that what he's doing is the right thing to do and stuff, you do not speak against him in front of his allies. That's just bound to create some to give ideas to people who want to commit treason.
And I want to go back to Father Bioka with what you said.
This episode is mixed. Okay. We're gonna be doing that.
Father Bioka, I do think that maybe a part of him is afraid that if Thora is going back to the Danes' way,
people are gonna judge her more.
She may not go to heaven with him. There might be problem in the
I don't
end.
think it's that the heaven thing.
No, I know, but I think that maybe a part of him is afraid of that. So.
That's exactly what I think too. I think he believes that if she starts doing pagan practices, if she starts showing a little that she's Dane a little too much, he's afraid that someone will actually realize and act out, because she's already getting threats and stuff. And like he didn't even know that she made a spot for her to hide in. Like I was like, they found her, like they had to have a cellar or something, like a place for him to go to, because it existed. Like you don't just dug a hole in your floor and make it look like nothing. But the fact that he didn't even know about it is interesting. Like she was hiding this from him, so it was a lot worse than he already thought. And I think then this is also why he went to Alfred eventually, because the unease, the fact that they don't know that there's going to be stability after Alfred is gone is worrying them, and they're freaking out because there's a Dane around. Not that she can do much, but fear is going to do a lot of things.
Probably they're thinking that once Alfred is dead, she's going to just invite all the Danes to Wessex.
It's not that they're afraid of her. They're afraid of her ways. They're afraid of what she represents. Yeah. And if Uhtred, because I'm guessing this is what they're going to talk about. Like they need stability. They need Uhtred. They need him to swear that he's going to be on Edward's side. Now they need it. Like, it's not just Alfred making plans and stuff. Like, it's for the safety of the kingdom.
Need him, yeah.
I do not know how this conversation is going to go, but I'm really excited to see.
I just hope that at the end of that conversation, both of them are going to be fine with each other, just like Uhtred and Brida.
Yeah. And, but yeah, like, it's necessary at this point, because people are like, if Uhtred is there, he's a figure of the past that has proved himself, that is a friend, and then if Alfred dies, he's still there to make sure that Edward has support, which is big, because like that's the reason why Aethelwulf wants to stop this before it happens, because he's got a reputation, and that's good. It did happen right after he explicitly said if he is found in Wessex, he will be executed. Executed? Jesus.
Executed, yeah.
But yeah, the wife, I don't like her. I've never liked her. Sometimes she's right. Sometimes she is so blinded by her beliefs that it's crazy. It's maddening, because I understand why Bioka is, the way he is when he talks about...
It's not that she believes so much in her faith and her religion.
It is that.
No, but it's how she presented it, because it's the way that she's talking and
I know.
Building other people because of it.
I understand why Bioka is rebelling against the Viking way, I understand why Alfred is saying the things he's saying, but whenever he used to speak highly of himself, saying, that his way is the right way and stuff, and belittling Uhtred the way he used to do for believing in other stuff, I was getting mad. In her case, it's that she's been proved so many times that they can help. They've helped her twice, for a personal matter. She trusted them enough for that, but whenever it's convenient for her, it's like she turns around. Yeah. So I hate that she can, pretend to be this better person but we've seen her at her worst, and she asked for help before, but then like she's pretending that they never helped her, and they she could never trust them. Although like after the whole scene with Alfred, I was also mad that she was talking over him and literally ignoring him.
Yeah.
But after that, when she went and asked, she was almost crying and stuff, and she's asking if it, if she give me a sign if this is the way to go. I do get it. It's like, I get it. She's afraid that she's making the wrong decision, or that Alfred is making the wrong decision, because if they do make the wrong decision, they're afraid that they're going to be chastised, or like Uhtred has spent this whole season cursed and acting because of this, like acting a certain way because he's afraid of the curse. Like it's a strong fear, and it's the same for her. She's afraid of what's going to happen if they make a pact with the devil, and then God is going to be like, fuck this shit, She's afraid. I get that. It's the way she portrays it that pisses me off, A bit like Brita. I understood why she was angry, but the way she, lashes at people sometimes, it's just, But it's a good character. It's just I would not be friends with her.
Hopefully, let's just say that if Uhtred is a good advisor to Edward, she might maybe change her opinion about him.
What is it gonna take for her to like him? He did so much. He saved her baby.
He saved it when he was a baby. He saved Alfred.
Yes.
He saved Ethelflaed.
Yeah, twice. Like, what do you need? Like, that's always been my question with Uhtred and Wessex and stuff. Like, he does so much, but they always find a way. And I mean, for Alfred, it makes sense because he's just afraid, He wants to cement this relationship because he's afraid of losing it. But and his fear made him act a certain way that was disrespectful to Uhtred.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that for people, the only thing that restrained them to be not merciful but thankful, I think.
Thankful, yeah.
Yeah, is the fact that for them, Uhtred is a Dane.
Pretty sure the people like him, actually.
Yeah, but people that matters, like the elderly and stuff.
But they're gonna die eventually. Like, that's the thing. The older generation, the ones that were so stuck in their beliefs, and they didn't grow up with the tales of Uhtred Ragnarsson and stuff. They don't like him, and they never will. But then we've seen priests actually like Uhtred and hang out with him. Like, we've seen people change their minds over him, and then the younger generation, Alfred's children, love him.
Because for them, he's a
hero.
He's a hero, a character of legend.
Technically, he saved them. Like, he's the reason why they're still standing.
Yeah. But for the others, unfortunately, don't think that you see is you're a Dane or you're a Saxon. Everything else that matters, your character, your values, they don't care about that.
I know. They are focused on the fact that, he's everything they hate. He represents everything they hate. And the fact that he's making them win is probably leaving a bitter taste in their mouths, because they're like, oh, fuck. Like, we've been saying for years that our way was the way, and then his way is the one winning. So this is bad. But, yeah. Basically, I'm really excited for this conversation. That's gonna happen next episode.
I want to talk a little bit about what happened with Uhtred and Skade, because honestly, we were a bit scared that he would stay with her.
It's genuine fear, and it's justified by the fact that earlier Uhtred would have definitely gone for Skade.
Yeah.
Or at least he would have considered it a lot.
But it is true that she had some sort of charisma to herself.
She keeps
like sexual appeal.
That and power too. She has shown, like, they all believe that she has power and that she, her curses work and stuff like that. Like, they all believe that what she does is real. So from there, she's powerful enough that if she chooses a man, and in this case she chose Uhtred, and she keeps telling that person, with me by your side, you're gonna have everything. It's greed. It's greed, it's lust. It's the reason why all the other Vikings over there were freaking out over her, and they all wanted her because she can give them assurance that they're gonna be powerful.
Do you think that maybe something that might have convinced Uhtred to go with it is the fact that she said, you're gonna be king of Wessex?
I don't think so, because I never believed in your theory that he wanted that.
No. I never said he wanted that. I said that if people ask him to step up for something, he might do it because he believed in the people. And
in a battle.
Yeah.
But I don't think he will ever, at least not now, he's not interested in this life at all. And I don't think, in her case, I don't think it ever could have worked with Uhtred because she took Gisela.
Yeah.
And that I also really love
she
that
also took Ragnar technically.
Yeah, and I love that we closed the chapter on Gisela because now it's like we avenged her and made sure that she was gonna be at peace and stuff. So.
I just hope this is gonna be fine in the long run because that was against his character so much. He's a warrior.
I don't think he's gonna bother.
No,
he's not gonna wallow in that. Like he's focusing on
already
in the episode. He's focusing on something else.
Yeah, but okay.
At the moment, it was it left him shook a little bit because it's true. He made her think that she was safe and that she was with a guy that wanted her and stuff, and then he killed a woman by manipulating her and lying to her and stuff. So. I said it before, it kind of goes against his character to do that.
It does.
And, we saw it. So it shook him, but it had to be done. So there you go. Now he can focus on saving Ragnar, learning about the truth from Brida, perhaps.
Edelfled!
And going to Edelfled. And, but then first, we got to talk to Alfred and make this worth it. Aww. This time, we need to create something, a true alliance, not a manipulation, not I'll lie to you and
come
make
clean.
sure, yeah.
Let's come clean.
Exactly, because he's gonna die. We need this to be good. It is gonna be good, but we need
please,
this.
Alfred, do not die in Uhtred's presence, because people believe that he killed you. Please, please, please.
Well, no, I mean, if they find him...
No, I know, but that's gonna be like the drip that goes
over. He's dead! No! I am so excited for next episode. Like, we only want, 2 episodes left for this season?
Yep.
Then there's season 4 and 5, and there's a movie after this.
There's no season 6?
Yeah. No, there's going to be a movie.
Oh,
so I'm very, very excited to see what's going to happen next, how this is going to end. Are we going to get Bebenberg? But this is for later. Now we'll focus on these 2 because I love them. I love them together, and I hate when they're fighting, and the season has been about fighting, so...
I need my bromance back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's never truly been a bromance, but we like to focus on it. Like, we like to... There's a chemistry between the 2, definitely.
Well, they're good actors, so yeah.
But together, their characters shine, you know? Because it's Alfred's mind and Uthred's bronze, and then Uthred's experience and Alfred's power and stuff. Like, I mean... I feel like together they challenge each other so much, so I like them together. But yeah, we'll see next episode how the conversation goes.
Alright, so thank you guys for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one, it's on our Patreon right now, so you can click on the link below and go and see it.
Yes, and if you want to watch it on YouTube, it's going to be out next week, so we'll see you then, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.